Hello everyone, and welcome. In today's DMV Permit Practice Test 2025 Oregon practice session, we'll go through 200 updated questions designed to help you prepare for the exam. When each question appears, pause the video first, choose the answer you believe is correct, then comment your answer below before resuming the video to see the correct answer. Keep track of your score as you move through the questions, and let's get started. Question 1. Lanes of traffic moving in opposite directions are divided by blank lines. Option A, white. Option B, red. Option C, black. Option D, yellow. The correct answer is option D, yellow. Explanation. Yellow lines are used to divide traffic moving in opposite directions. Question 2. When a two-way roadway has a shared center lane, you can Option A, use it to pass. Option B, use the lane as a regular driving lane during rush hour. Option C, drive in the lane as far as necessary, as long as you're turning left. Option D, drive in the lane for no more than 300 feet before turning left. The correct answer is option D, drive in the lane for no more than 300 feet before turning left. Explanation. A shared center lane may not be used for passing or for travel of farther than 300 feet. Drivers should use these lanes to safely turn left from a multi-lane roadway. Question 3. Child restraints are required for Option A, infants and children who are under the age of 4 and / or weigh less than 40 pounds. Option B, all children if the driver of the car is their parent or guardian. Option C, all children who are seated in the front seat of a car. Option D, all children who are under the age of 6 when airbags are not available. The correct answer is option A, infants and children who are under the age of 4 and / or weigh less than 40 pounds. Explanation. Infants and children who are under the age of 4 and / or weigh less than 40 pounds must be properly restrained in an approved child safety seat. Any child who is at least 4 years of age but less than 8 years of age must be properly restrained in a booster seat, unless they are 4'9" or taller. Question 4. What does driving interstate mean? Option A, traveling within a single state. Option B, traveling from one state to another state. Option C, traveling mostly within one state. Option D, a limited access roadway. The correct answer is option A, traveling within a single state. Explanation. Interstate commerce is defined as when you drive a CMV only within a single state, and the cargo you are carrying is not part of a trip that began or will end outside of the state. Question 5. A slow-moving vehicle emblem is required to be displayed on all vehicles that are designed to operate at a speed of blank or lower. Option A, 25 miles per hour. Option B, 35 miles per hour. Option C, 50 miles per hour. Option D, 70 miles per hour. The correct answer is option 25 miles per hour. Explanation. Slow-moving vehicles are required to display slow-moving vehicle emblems. A vehicle is considered to be slow-moving if it is built to drive at speeds of 25 miles per hour or slower. Question 6. When changing lanes you should Option A, rely on your mirrors. Option B, begin signaling as you move into the next lane. Option C, signal at least 500 feet before your lane change when driving on residential streets. Option D, always check your blind spot. The correct answer is option B, begin signaling as you move into the next lane. Explanation. Other cars and motorcycles are often hidden in a vehicle's blind spot, so be sure to glance over your shoulder before you begin a lane change. Begin signaling 100 feet before changing lanes or turning in a residential area. Signal 5 seconds in advance when changing lanes on a freeway. Question 7. When driving on an interstate, Option A, stop on the shoulder of the road if you are tired. Option B, you should always use cruise control. Option C, signal, check mirrors, and check blind spots before changing lanes. Option D, you should change lanes often. The correct answer is option C. Signal, check mirrors, and check blind spots before changing lanes. Explanation. Signal, check your mirrors, and check your blind spot before changing lanes or passing on an interstate. Only stop on the shoulder of the interstate in the case of an emergency and change lanes as infrequently as possible. Cruise control should not be used in heavy traffic or under poor weather conditions. Question 8. People driving under the influence of alcohol are: option A, not a problem in New York State. Option B, every driver's problem. Option C, a police enforcement problem only. Option D, only a problem to those who drink. The correct answer is option B. Every driver's problem. Explanation. Every impaired or intoxicated driver is dangerous, both to themselves and to others on the road. Question 9. If you are stopped by a police officer, you should: option A, unbuckle your seatbelt and lower your window. Option B, get your paperwork ready before the officer reaches your car. Option C, stay in your vehicle with your hands on the steering wheel and wait for the officer to approach you. Option D, get out of your car and walk toward the patrol car. The correct answer is option C. Stay in your vehicle with your hands on the steering wheel and wait for the officer to approach you. Explanation. If you are stopped by the police, keep your hands on the wheel and ask any passengers to keep their hands in view as well. You should remain in the vehicle unless the police officer asks you to get out. Wait until the officer asks you to retrieve your driver license, registration, and insurance cards. Question 10. When entering a turn, a rider should: option A, speed up. Option B, reduce their speed. Option C, move their shoulders to match the angle of the turn. Option D, sit up as high as possible. The correct answer is option B, reduce their speed. Explanation. Before entering a turn, a motorcyclist should reduce their speed by closing the throttle and, if necessary, applying both brakes. Question 11. The best way to avoid hydroplaning is to: option A, keep your tires properly maintained. Option B, slow down when roads are wet or slushy. Option C, watch out for standing water or puddles. Option D, all of the above. The correct answer is option B. Slow down when roads are wet or slushy. Explanation. When roads are wet, cars take a longer distance to stop and may skid on quick turns. Do not use cruise control when driving under wet or icy conditions. Reduce your speed and drive with caution. Question 12. People under 16 years of age who use a false identification card to buy alcohol will: option A, receive a driving suspension that starts on their 16th birthday. Option B, not be able to take the driver's exam until their 21st birthday. Option C, receive a driving suspension that starts on their 21st birthday. Option D, be sent to an alcohol safety education class. The correct answer is option A. Receive a driving suspension that starts on their 16th birthday. Explanation. Even if you are not driving, your driving privilege will be suspended if you are under 21 years of age and are convicted of possessing alcohol, lying about your age to obtain alcohol, or carrying a false ID card. If you are under 16 years of age, your suspension will not begin until your 16th birthday. Question 13. To reduce the effects of headlight glare at night, you should look option A, straight ahead. Option B, over your shoulder. Option C, at the center of the road. Option D, to the right edge of the road. The correct answer is option D, to the right edge of the road. Explanation. If oncoming drivers do not dim their headlights for you, keep your eyes on the right side of the road ahead. Do not look directly at the oncoming headlights because the glare may blind you for several seconds. Question 14. In which situation is it illegal to pass another vehicle on the right? Option A. The vehicle you are overtaking is driving below the speed limit and you must use the shoulder of the road to pass. Option B. You are on a 2-lane, one-way road and the vehicle you are overtaking has stalled. Option C. You are on a multi-lane highway and the vehicle you are overtaking is driving below the speed limit. Option D. You are on a two-way road and the vehicle you are overtaking is turning left. The correct answer is option A. The vehicle you are overtaking is driving below the speed limit and you must use the shoulder of the road to pass. Explanation. Under no circumstances may you leave the roadway to pass another vehicle. Only pass on the right where it is safe and legal to do so. Question 15. If your vehicle begins to skid, you should Option A. Overcorrect. Option B. Turn your steering wheel into traffic. Option C. Turn your steering wheel in the direction of the skid. Option D. Release the steering wheel. The correct answer is option C. Turn your steering wheel in the direction of the skid. Explanation. If your vehicle begins to skid, remain calm. Steer in the direction of the skid. Question 16. What is the only way to reduce your blood alcohol concentration, BAC? Option A. Drink coffee. Option B. Allow your body time to get rid of the alcohol. Option C. Exercise. Option D. Eat a large meal. The correct answer is option C. Exercise. Explanation. The only method that effectively reduces your BAC is not drinking alcohol for a period of time. Coffee, exercise, and cold showers cannot reduce your BAC or change the effects of alcohol. They can help you remain awake, but they cannot change your BAC or make you sober. Question 17. Pentagonal signs indicated. Option A. School zones. Option B. No passing zones. Option C. Speed limits. Option D. Railroad crossings. The correct answer is option A. School zones. Explanation. Pentagonal signs indicate that you are in a school zone. Be extra alert to children and pedestrians when traveling near school. Question 18. You may not park within blank of a crosswalk or intersection. Option A. 10 feet. Option B. 25 feet. Option C. 50 feet. Option D. 100 feet. The correct answer is option A. 10 feet. Explanation. There are many areas where a driver cannot park. You may not park within 10 feet of a crosswalk or intersection. Question 19. How do you check your blind spots? Option A. By looking in your side mirrors. Option B. By turning your head and looking over your shoulders. Option C. By looking in your rearview mirror. Option D. By staring straight ahead. The correct answer is option B. By turning your head and looking over your shoulders. Explanation. Blind spots are areas around your vehicle that you cannot see with your mirrors. Check your blind spots by turning your head and looking over your shoulder. Question 20. Which of the following statements is true? Option A. Signal at least 100 feet before changing lanes to pass and ensure there is no oncoming traffic. Option B. Use your mirrors and look over your left shoulder to check your blind spot when passing to the left. Option C. When passing, wait until you can see both headlights of the passed car in your rearview mirror before returning to your original lane. Option D. All of the above. The correct answer is option C. When passing, wait until you can see both headlights of the passed car in your rearview mirror before returning to your original lane. Explanation. When passing, you must always signal at least 100 feet in advance of your lane change. Always check behind you in your mirrors and look over your shoulder to check your blind spot. Wait until you can see both headlights of the passed car in your rearview mirror before returning to your original lane. Question 21. The most important thing to remember when backing a car is to Option A. Look carefully behind your vehicle and yield to other vehicles and pedestrians. Option B. Keep one foot on the brake while backing. Option C. Only rely on the rearview mirror while backing. Option D. Keep both hands on the steering wheel. The correct answer is option A. Look carefully behind your vehicle and yield to other vehicles and pedestrians. Explanation. Before backing up, you should turn to look directly through the rear window to check for hazards. Do not rely only on your mirrors. You should look left and right and yield to any vehicles, bicyclists, or pedestrians. Question 22. In a vehicle with dual parking control valves, once air pressure is lost and the spring brakes come on, Option A, you will be unable to move the vehicle. Option B, a separate air tank can be used to release the spring brakes for a short period of time. Option C, you can use the spring brakes to continue driving normally. Option D, the air tanks will automatically refill to a safe air pressure level. The correct answer is option B. A separate air tank can be used to release the spring brakes for a short period of time. Explanation. In a vehicle with dual parking control valves, there is a separate air tank that can be used to temporarily release the spring brakes if they have been activated due to low air pressure. Pushing in the proper control will release the spring brakes for a short period of time, allowing the driver to move the vehicle in an emergency. Question 23. What should you do when confronted with an aggressive driver? Option A, make eye contact. Option B, try to stay in the other driver's way. Option C, ignore their gestures. Option D, have a conversation. The correct answer is option A, make eye contact. Explanation. If confronted by an aggressive driver, the most important thing for you to do is get out of their way. Avoid making eye contact. Do not challenge them by increasing your speed, and do not let yourself be provoked by any angry gestures they direct toward you. Question 24. The highway transportation system is made up of Option A, people. Option B, vehicles. Option C, roads. Option D, all of the above. The correct answer is option B, vehicles. Explanation. The highway transportation system consists of three major components of people, vehicles, and roads. It is a complex system with many diverse elements. Question 25. You come to an intersection with a flashing red light. You must. Option A, slow down and drive carefully through the intersection. Option B, turn either right or left since the road is blocked ahead. Option C, stop at the intersection and wait for a flashing green light. Option D, stop at the intersection, then proceed as traffic allows. The correct answer is option C. Stop at the intersection and wait for a flashing green light. Explanation. A flashing red light means that you must come to a full stop, and then proceed when the way is clear. Question 26. You may drive around the gates at a railroad crossing. Option A, when the train has passed. Option B, under no circumstances. Option C, when the lights have stopped flashing. Option D, when other drivers drive around the gates. The correct answer is option A, when the train has passed. Explanation. You are required to stop at all railroad crossings when signals warn of an approaching train. These signals may include flashing red lights, a lowered crossing gate, a flagger signaling, or a train's audible signal of warning. Do not attempt to go around a lowered gate. Question 27. Which of the following does alcohol affect? Option A, recovery from headlight glare. Option B, reaction time. Option C, judgment of distances. Option D, all of these choices. The correct answer is option B, reaction time. Explanation. Alcohol reduces reaction time, reduces your ability to see clearly, changes your judgment of speed and distances, often makes you less inhibited, and makes you more prone to take chances. It is especially dangerous to drink and drive after dark because alcohol reduces your ability to recover from the glare of headlights. Question 28. If you stop along the road at night. Option A, turn off all your lights. Option B, use your parking lights only. Option C, use your headlights only. Option D, turn on your emergency flashes and leave your low beams turned on. The correct answer is option D. Turn on your emergency flashes and leave your low beams turned on. Explanation. If you stop along the road at night, turn on your emergency flashes and leave your low beam headlights turned on. Be sure that other road users will be able to clearly see your vehicle. Question 29. Fueling with passengers on board. Option A is encouraged during long trips. Option B should only be done if absolutely necessary. Option C is not a concern as long as the passengers stay inside the bus. Option D should be done to show the passengers that there is enough fuel to get to the next stop. The correct answer is option C, is not a concern as long as the passengers stay inside the bus. Explanation: you should not refuel a bus while passengers are on board unless it is absolutely necessary to do so. In particular, never refuel a bus carrying passengers while inside an enclosed building. Question 30. To change lanes you should Option A, check your mirrors and signal, then change lanes. Option B, signal, check your mirrors, check your blind spot in the direction you plan to move, then change lanes. Option C, signal, check your mirrors, and change lanes. Option D, signal and change lanes. The correct answer is option B. Signal, check your mirrors, check your blind spot in the direction you plan to move, then change lanes. Explanation: before changing lanes, you should activate your turn signal in the appropriate direction and check your rear view and side mirrors. Look over your shoulder in the direction you plan to move in order to check your blind spot, and check the far lane to be sure no one else is trying to enter the same lane as you. Change lanes when you are sure it is safe to do so. Question 31. Before entering a roundabout, you must slow down and yield to Option A, vehicles in the roundabout. Option B, bicyclists in the roundabout. Option C, pedestrians in the roundabout. Option D, all of the above. The correct answer is option A, vehicles in the roundabout. Explanation: when entering a roundabout, you must yield to pedestrians, bicyclists, and vehicles that are already in the roundabout. Question 32. Your vehicle's stopping distance depends on your Option A, number of passengers. Option B, perception time, reaction distance, and braking distance. Option C, vehicle's make, model, and year. Option D, history of accidents. The correct answer is option B, perception time, reaction distance, and braking distance. Explanation: the distance required to stop your vehicle depends on perception time, reaction distance, and braking distance. This changes with speed and road conditions. Question 33. When approaching an accident scene, you should Option A, keep your attention on your driving. Option B, keep moving. Option C, stop if you are involved or if emergency help has not yet arrived. Option D, all of the above. The correct answer is option A, keep your attention on your driving. Explanation: do not stop at an accident scene unless you are involved or emergency help has not yet arrived. Keep your attention on your driving and keep moving, watching for people who might be on or near the road. Never drive to the scene of an accident, fire, or other disaster just to look. Question 34. When entering a highway from a driveway or private road, you should Option A, yield to the vehicle on your left. Option B, yield to the vehicle on your right. Option C, yield to all vehicles already on the roadway. Option D, turn on your headlights and proceed quickly without yielding. The correct answer is option A, yield to the vehicle on your left. Explanation: when entering a public highway from an alley, private road, or driveway, you must yield to traffic already on the roadway. Enter traffic when it is safe to do so. Question 35. In a vehicle equipped with airbags, a driver, Option A, should adjust their steering wheel to tilt downward. Option B, does not need to wear a seat belt. Option C, can drive 10 miles per hour over the speed limit. Option D, should sit as close to the steering wheel as is comfortable. The correct answer is option A, should adjust their steering wheel to tilt downward. Explanation: if your vehicle is equipped with airbags, you should still use your seat belt and make sure that your passengers do the same. To prevent injury from a deploying airbag, move your seat back so that you are at least 10 inches from the steering wheel. If possible, Tilt the wheel downward so it points toward your chest instead of toward your head and neck. Question 36. Do not make a U-turn unless you can be seen from both directions for at least Option A, 100 feet. Option B, 200 feet. Option C, 300 feet. Option D, 500 feet. The correct answer is option D, 500 feet. Explanation. Never make a U-turn where you cannot see or be seen for at least 500 feet in both directions. Locations where you should not make a U-turn include near the top of a hill and within a curve. Question 37. When using a turn signal, you should not Option A, signal early. Option B, signal continuously. Option C, cancel the turn signal after completing the turn. Option D, allow the turn signal to stay on long after the turn has been completed. The correct answer is option B, signal continuously. Explanation. Always signal well ahead of a turn or lane change. Signal continuously until you have completed the turn or lane change. Then be sure to cancel the signal so you do not confuse other drivers. Question 38. What causes the crack-a-whip effect? Option A, rearward amplification. Option B, bad tires. Option C, empty trailers. Option D, good driving. The correct answer is option A, rearward amplification. Explanation. Vehicles with trailers are vulnerable to rollover due to the crack-the-whip effect, which is caused by rearward amplification. Rearward amplification varies from vehicle to vehicle, so it is important that drivers are aware of the rearward amplification of their specific vehicles. Question 39. Signs indicating areas of public recreation are Option A, orange. Option B, red. Option C, green. Option D, brown. The correct answer is option D, brown. Explanation. Signs that are brown indicate areas of cultural and historical significance or of public recreation. They can be a helpful resource when traveling in unfamiliar locations. Question 40. An intersection has a stop sign and a crosswalk, but no stop line. You must stop or Option A, before the crosswalk. Option B, 50 feet before the intersection. Option C, where you think the stop line would be. Option D, with your front wheels in the crosswalk. The correct answer is option C, where you think the stop line would be. Explanation. His stop sign. You must stop before the stop line, if there is one. If there is no stop line, you must stop before you enter the crosswalk. If there is neither a stop line nor a crosswalk, you must stop before you enter the intersection. Question 41. Passing is not allowed within blank of a railroad crossing. Option A, 500 feet. Option B, 100 feet. Option C, 200 feet. Option D, 300 feet. The correct answer is option B, 100 feet. Explanation. Passing is not permitted within 100 feet of a railroad crossing. Be sure to only pass where other drivers can clearly see your vehicle. Question 42. Rough acceleration. Option A is a good way to stay awake on long trips. Option B is distracting. Option C can cause mechanical damage. Option D should be used to prevent rust from forming. The correct answer is option C, can cause mechanical damage. Explanation. Always accelerate smoothly and gradually so that your vehicle does not jerk. Rough acceleration can cause mechanical damage. Question 43. At dusk or on overcast days, you should Option A, drive using your four-way flashers. Option B, drive using your parking lights. Option C, not turn on any vehicle lights. Option D, turn on your headlights. The correct answer is option D, turn on your headlights. Explanation. At dusk or on overcast days, you must turn on your headlights. Dim your lights to their low beam setting when within 1,000 feet of an approaching vehicle and when within 500 feet of a vehicle that you are following. When driving in poor weather, always use your low beams. Question 44. If your front wheel skids as a result of braking, You should. Option A. Keep the front brake engaged. Option B. Release the front brake immediately and reapply the brake smoothly. Option C. Release the front brake and only use the rear brake. Option D. Release both brakes and coast to a stop. The correct answer is option B. Release the front brake immediately and reapply the brake smoothly. Explanation. If your front wheel locks as a result of braking, you should release the front brake immediately and reapply the brake smoothly. Question 45. A red flashing traffic light has the same meaning as a. Option A. Solid red light. Option B. Stop sign. Option C. Yield sign. Option D. Caution sign. The correct answer is option B. Stop sign. Explanation. A red flashing traffic signal has the same meaning as a stop sign. When approaching a red flashing signal, come to a complete stop and proceed when it is safe to do so. A stop sign may sometimes also be posted where this signal is located. Question 46. The driver's left arm and hand are extended downward. This hand signal means that the driver plans to Option A. Turn left. Option B. Turn right. Option C. Stop. Option D. Start up. The correct answer is option C. Stop. Explanation. If a driver's left arm and hand are extended downward, they are indicating that they intend to stop. Adjust your driving accordingly if following a driver who is using this hand signal. Question 47. Motorcycles are entitled to Option A. The bicycle lane. Option B. The same full lane width as other motor vehicles. Option C. Half the width of a lane. Option D. The width of the sidewalk. The correct answer is option B. The same full lane width as other motor vehicles. Explanation. Lane usage for the motorcyclist is critical. Motorcycles are entitled to the same full lane width as all other vehicles. Question 48. Before turning, you should Option A. Use your signal. Option B. Turn the wheel. Option C. Increase your speed. Option D. Change lanes. The correct answer is option B. Turn the wheel. Explanation. To complete a turn safely, you should activate your turn signal 3 to 4 seconds before your turn. Question 49. When backing, it is best to Option A. Rely only on the passenger's side mirror. Option B. Try to back up quickly. Option C. Turn toward the passenger's side whenever possible. Option D. Use a helper if possible. The correct answer is option D. Use a helper if possible. Explanation. If you must drive in reverse, you should back up slowly and use the mirrors on both sides of your vehicle. Use a helper to monitor your blind spots whenever possible. You and the helper should agree on a signal for stop. Question 50. When passing another vehicle on a road with 2 lanes traveling in opposite directions, you should Option A. Return to the driving lane when there's enough room between you and the vehicle you passed. Option B. Remain in the left lane if you intend to turn left. Option C. Return to the right side of the roadway immediately. Option D. Drive in either lane. The correct answer is option A. Return to the driving lane when there's enough room between you and the vehicle you passed. Explanation. When passing another vehicle on a 2-lane roadway, you must return to the right side of the roadway when there's enough room between you and the vehicle you have passed. Question 51. Bicyclists must refrain from Option A. Carrying passengers, unless the bicycle is equipped to do so. Option B. Riding on the sidewalk in every location. Option C. Riding at night. Option D. Riding in the roadway in a business district. The correct answer is option A. Carrying passengers, unless the bicycle is equipped to do so. Explanation. Bicyclists are not allowed to ride on the sidewalk in business districts. In other areas, bicyclists may ride on sidewalks as long as they stay at speeds of 10 miles per hour or slower and always yield the right-of-way to pedestrians. Bicyclists may ride at night if they have a headlight and rear reflector. Bicyclists should never transport passengers unless the bicycle is equipped to do so. Question 52. You must pull over to the edge of the road and allow an emergency vehicle to pass. Option A, regardless of your direction. Option B, only if it is following you. Option C, only if it is approaching you from the opposite direction. Option D, none of the above. The correct answer is option C, only if it is approaching you from the opposite direction. Explanation. You must pull over to the right edge of the road and stop for an emergency vehicle with flashing lights, regardless of whether it is approaching you from behind or from the opposite direction. Question 53. Shared lanes may be used by Option A, bicyclists. Option B, truck drivers. Option C, motorcyclists. Option D, passenger vehicle operators. The correct answer is option A, bicyclists. Explanation. Shared lanes are intended for use by bicyclists. They assist bicyclists with lateral position in lanes too narrow for a motor vehicle and a bicycle to travel side by side within the same traffic lane. Shared lanes also alert road users to the location bicyclists are likely to occupy. Question 54. The controlled braking method is a Option A, when the driver locks the wheels and steers. Option B, when the driver uses the brakes as hard as possible without locking the wheels. Option C, when the driver only slightly taps the brakes. Option D, when the driver downshifts the gears to brake. The correct answer is option B, when the driver uses the brakes as hard as possible without locking the wheels. Explanation. The method of controlled braking involves applying the brakes as hard as you can without locking the wheels. If you need to make large steering adjustments while using controlled braking, you should remove your foot from the brake pedal, steer, then reapply the brakes. Question 55. When applying the crash prevention formula, a driver should be alert, be prepared, and Option A, be cautious. Option B, act defensively. Option C, drive well. Option D, act in time. The correct answer is option D, act in time. Explanation. To avoid a crash caused by motorist error, a driver should apply the crash prevention formula to their driving. When using this formula, a driver should be alert, be prepared, and act in time. Question 56. High occupancy vehicles HOV lanes are not reserved for Option A, high occupancy vehicles. Option B, carpools. Option C, tractor trailers. Option D, motorcycles. The correct answer is option A, high occupancy vehicles. Explanation. During heavy traffic periods, HOV lanes are reserved for buses, carpools, other high occupancy vehicles, motorcycles, and certain clean special fuel vehicles. Question 57. If you experience a tire blowout, Option A, take your foot off the gas. Option B, do not immediately use your brakes. Option C, gradually slow down and pull off the side of the road. Option D, all of the above. The correct answer is option B, do not immediately use your brakes. Explanation. If you experience a tire blowout, take your foot off the gas pedal and do not immediately apply the brakes. Gradually slow down before gently applying the brakes and pulling off the side of the road. Question 58. Always wear your seat belt's shoulder strap. Option A, behind your back. Option B, loosely. Option C, under your arm. Option D, snug without any slack. The correct answer is option A, behind your back. Explanation. Your shoulder and lap belt should be snug. Your shoulder belt should be worn over your shoulder and across your chest, not behind your back or under your arm. Question 59. A single dashed white line on a multi-lane road means Option A, lanes are moving in opposite directions. Option B, passing is permitted into a lane directly next to the dashed white line. Option C, passing is prohibited. Option D, none of these. The correct answer is option A. Lanes are moving in opposite directions. Explanation. Single dashed lines separate lanes of travel where change in lanes is not restricted. White lines separate lanes of traffic moving in opposite directions. Question 60. The most effective safety restraints in a traffic crash are: Option A, only a lap and shoulder belt. Option B, only an airbag. Option C, both a lap/shoulder belt and an airbag. Option D, no safety restraints. The correct answer is option D, no safety restraints. Explanation. Safety belts can double your chance of surviving a crash and more than double your chance of avoiding serious injury. Airbags, when used properly with safety belts, provide additional protection in a front-end crash. You should wear both shoulder and lap belts. Question 61. If another driver cuts you off in traffic, you should: Option A, pull next to the driver and yell at them. Option B, let it go. Option C, flash your high beams at the driver. Option D, get back at the other driver by cutting them off. The correct answer is option B, let it go. Explanation. To avoid the dangers of road rage, you should never take it personally if another driver cuts you off in traffic. Just let it go and continue driving safely. Question 62. How can a driver help prevent accidents during long trips? Option A, stop every couple of hours to rest. Option B, avoid medication that may cause drowsiness. Option C, set a limit of 400 miles of driving per day. Option D, all of the above. The correct answer is option C, set a limit of 400 miles of driving per day. Explanation. Drivers making long trips can help prevent accidents from drowsy driving by stopping every couple of hours to stretch and rest. They should set a limit of 400 miles driven per day. Before beginning a trip, drivers should get a good night's rest and avoid taking any medication that may make them drowsy. Question 63. If two vehicles arrive to an uncontrolled intersection at the same time: Option A, the largest vehicle has the right of way. Option B, the car on the left has the right of way. Option C, the car on the left shall yield to the car on the right. Option D, the car on the right shall yield to the car on the left. The correct answer is option C, the car on the left shall yield to the car on the right. Explanation. If two vehicles arrive at the same time to an uncontrolled intersection, the driver on the left must yield to the driver on the right. The driver on the left may then proceed when it is safe to do so. Question 64. To prepare for anything coming up on the road ahead, you should: Option A, stare straight ahead at all times. Option B, continually scan the entire road and all roadsides. Option C, consistently ride 10 miles per hour under the speed limit. Option D, maintain focus toward the middle of the road. The correct answer is option B, continually scan the entire road and all roadsides. Explanation. Your ability to handle dangerous traffic situations depends largely on searching for and identifying problems before meeting them. Looking far ahead of your vehicle does not mean you should simply stare at the center of the road. You need to continually scan the entire road, including the sides of the road. Question 65. When you press the brake pedal in a vehicle with SCAM brakes, air pressure pushes out the rod and moves the: Option A, slack adjuster. Option B, axle. Option C, brake drum. Option D, alcohol evaporator. The correct answer is option A, slack adjuster. Explanation. When pressing the brake pedal in a vehicle with SCAM brakes, air will enter the brake chambers. The added air pressure will push out the rods and move slack adjusters, twisting the brake handshafts. Question 66. You can practice driving with a valid learner permit. Option A, between 12:01 a.m. and 5 a.m. Option B, between 9 a.m. and 9 p.m. Option C, between 5 a.m. and 11 p.m. Option D, anytime. The correct answer is option C, between 5 a.m. and 11 p.m. Explanation. A person with a valid learner permit may not drive between 11 o'clock p.m. and 5 o'clock a.m. Question 67. if your front tire goes flat? Option A, the steering will feel heavy. Option B, there will be no effect on handling. Option C, the back of the motorcycle will jerk from side to side. Option D, you will lose power to the brakes. The correct answer is option A. The steering will feel heavy. Explanation. If your front tire goes flat, steering will feel heavy. A front wheel flat is very dangerous because it affects your ability to steer. Question 68. You should never park a vehicle. Option A, within 50 feet of a railroad crossing. Option B, within 20 feet of a crosswalk. Option C, within 30 feet of any flashing signal located on the side of a roadway. Option D, all of the above. The correct answer is option A, within 50 feet of a railroad crossing. Explanation. Locations where it is prohibited to park include within 50 feet of a railroad crossing, within 20 feet of a crosswalk at an intersection, and within 30 feet of a signal light, stop sign, or flashing beacon on the side of the roadway. Question 69. When backing, a helper, option A, should be used whenever possible. Option B, often adds to the confusion of backing. Option C, should only be used if the driver is not feeling confident. Option D would likely get in the way. The correct answer is option A, should be used whenever possible. Explanation. Backing up is always dangerous because you cannot see everything behind your vehicle. Whenever possible, use a helper who can monitor your blind spots. Question 70. If an aggressive driver confronts you, you should not. Option A, challenge them. Option B, ignore their gestures. Option C, avoid making eye contact. Option D, try to get out of their way. The correct answer is option C, avoid making eye contact. Explanation. When confronted with an aggressive driver, your first priority should be to get out of their way. Do not provoke the driver by making eye contact, trying to race, or refusing to move out of your traffic lane. Additionally, ignore any gestures that are intended to provoke you. Question 71. During an applied leakage test, the maximum leakage rate for a triple combination vehicle is option A, 10 psi in a minute. Option B, 8 psi in a minute. Option C, 6 psi in a minute. Option D, 4 psi in a minute. The correct answer is option C, 6 psi in a minute. Explanation. It is important to know the maximum air loss rate that is safe for your specific vehicle. A triple combination should have a leakage rate no higher than 6 psi in a minute during an applied leakage test. Question 72. Taking drugs along with alcohol. Option A increases the risk of causing a crash. Option B is no more dangerous than consuming alcohol by itself. Option C lessens the effect of alcohol on your ability to drive. Option D has no effect on your general driving ability. The correct answer is option C, lessens the effect of alcohol on your ability to drive. Explanation. Drugs, including illegal, prescription, and over-the-counter medications, can affect your brain function and impair your ability to drive safely. Combining alcohol with other drugs will increase the risk of a crash. Question 73. When inspecting the exhaust system for defects, which of the following should be fixed? Option A, missing mounting brackets or clamps. Option B, a broken exhaust pipe muffler or tailpipe. Option C, leaking exhaust system parts. Option D, all of the above. The correct answer is option C, leaking exhaust system parts. Explanation. Exhaust system defects can be extremely serious because they may make it possible for poisonous fumes to enter into the cab or sleeper berth. Issues to check for in a pre-trip inspection include loose, broken, or missing exhaust pipes, mufflers, tailpipes, vertical stacks, mounting brackets, clamps, bolts, or nuts, exhaust system parts that are rubbing against fuel system parts, tires, or other moving parts of the vehicle, and exhaust system parts that are leaking. Question 74. You should not park within blank of an intersection. Option A, 20 feet. Option B, 30 feet. Option C, 35 feet. Option D, 45 feet. The correct answer is option A, 20 feet. Explanation. You should not park within 20 feet of an intersection. An improperly parked vehicle may cause a crash. Question 75. Which is not a factor in determining the distance that it takes to stop your vehicle? Option A, steering ability. Option B, braking distance. Option C, reaction distance. Option D, perception time. The correct answer is option B, braking distance. Explanation. The distance required to stop your vehicle depends on perception time, reaction distance, and braking distance. This changes with speed and road conditions. Question 76. A steady yellow traffic signal means that a blank light will soon appear. Option A, flashing yellow. Option B, steady green. Option C, steady red. Option D, flashing red. The correct answer is option C, steady red. Explanation. A steady yellow light on a traffic signal indicates that a steady red light will soon appear. Question 77. When looking through a turn, you should, option A, turn both your head and your shoulders to get a better look. Option B, turn just your head, not your shoulders. Option C, use only your mirrors. Option D, only move your eyes, not your head. The correct answer is option B, turn just your head, not your shoulders. Explanation. When turning, look through the turn to where you want to go. Turn just your head, not your shoulders, and keep your eyes level with the horizon. Question 78. When towing a trailer, you must make sure that Option A, the trailer has a safety chain securely attached to the trailer hitch. Option B, the trailer has a safety chain securely attached to the vehicle's bumper. Option C, the trailer has a safety chain securely attached to the frame of the towing vehicle. Option D, the trailer hitch is equipped with a fail-safe latch. The correct answer is option C. The trailer has a safety chain securely attached to the frame of the towing vehicle. Explanation. Your trailer must be equipped with safety chains. Safety chains must be attached to the frame of the towing vehicle in the trailer. They should not be connected to a part of the trailer hitch. Question 79. A speed restriction sign, option A, may be ignored in rainy, snowy, or icy conditions. Option B, has a triangular shape. Option C is blue with black lettering. Option D shows a recommended speed for a curve or turn. The correct answer is option D, shows a recommended speed for a curve or turn. Explanation. Curve and turn warning signs often have attached advisory speed signs that show a recommended driving speed for drivers in the curves and turns. Although a driver may feel comfortable driving at a higher speed in fair weather, they should never do so under rainy, snowy, or icy conditions. Question 80. When driving at night, slow down. Option A, use high beams whenever there are no oncoming vehicles. Option B, use sunglasses to reduce glare from headlights. Option C, use your high beams if it is also raining. Option D, use your dome light to help you see your speedometer. The correct answer is option A. Use high beams whenever there are no oncoming vehicles. Explanation. By law, your vehicle's headlights must be turned on from a half hour after sunset until a half hour before sunrise. You should use your high beams whenever there are no oncoming vehicles. Question 81. When approaching a flashing red traffic light, drivers should Option A, drive through the intersection if there is no crossing traffic. Option B, continue driving as they have the right of way. Option C, stop if a police officer is nearby. Option D, treat the light like a stop sign. The correct answer is option D. Treat the light like a stop sign. Explanation. Flashing red lights are used at dangerous intersections. Treat them like stop signs. Question 82. The most common color of warning signs is Option A, red. Option B, yellow. Option C, green. Option D, blue. The correct answer is option B, yellow. Explanation. Most warning signs are diamond-shaped and yellow with black markings. These signs warn drivers about unexpected conditions that may not be readily apparent. Question 83. The standee line. Option A is a line on the floor of a bus that passengers may not cross. Option B is a single-file line of standing passengers. Option C shows the maximum number of people allowed on a bus. Option D shows how tall the passengers on a bus may be. The correct answer is option A, is a line on the floor of a bus that passengers may not cross. Explanation. While a bus is traveling, passengers may not stand any farther forward than the rear of the driver's seat. To mark this barrier, a bus that is designed to allow passengers to stand must have a 2-inch line on the floor or some other means of showing passengers where they cannot stand. This is known as the standee line. Question 84. A 5-ounce glass of wine contains the same amount of alcohol as a. Option A, 1 pint of whiskey. Option B, a gallon of wine. Option C, a 6-pack of beer. Option D, 1 12-ounce can of beer. The correct answer is option D, 1 12-ounce can of beer. Explanation. It is important to remember that the average beer contains about the same amount of alcohol as the average drink of whiskey or wine. A 5-ounce glass of wine, 12% alcohol. A 12-ounce can or bottle of beer, and 1.5 ounces of 86 proof liquor all contain approximately the same amount of alcohol. A person's ability to drive will be equally impaired by the same amount of alcohol no matter what kind of alcoholic beverage they drink. Question 85. The leading cause of traffic accidents in Nevada is a. Option A, speeding. Option B, failure to yield the right of way. Option C, tailgating. Option D, driving under the influence. The correct answer is option B, failure to yield the right of way. Explanation. Failure to yield the right of way is the leading cause of traffic accidents in Nevada. Know Nevada's right-of-way laws and always be prepared to yield your legal right-of-way to prevent an accident. Question 86. Where is passing prohibited? Option A, in a tunnel. Option B, on a bridge. Option C, in an underpass. Option D, all of the above. The correct answer is option A, in a tunnel. Explanation. Drivers should not pass in an underpass, on a bridge, or in a tunnel. Drivers should only pass where it is safe and legal to do so. Question 87. If equipped, a header board should. Option A, be damaged. Option B, be loose. Option C, be strong enough to contain cargo. Option D, light up when the engine is started. The correct answer is option C, be strong enough to contain cargo. Explanation. When checking a header board during the vehicle inspection test, you should ensure that it is secure, free of damage, and strong enough to contain cargo. Question 88. Test the tractor protection valve by Option A, removing the air supply knob. Option B, removing the parking brake control knob. Option C, releasing air with the brake pedal. Option D, releasing air with the gas pedal. The correct answer is option C, releasing air with the brake pedal. Explanation. You should test the tractor protection valve by allowing the air supply to properly charge, turning off the engine, then releasing air from the system by pressing the brake pedal several times. The tractor protection valve should move into its emergency position when side drops to an unsafe level. Question 89. A vehicle equipped with an anti-lock braking system ABS can be identified by Option A, a sticker on the control panel. Option B, a yellow lamp on the instrument panel. Option C, the letters ABS on the brake pedal. Option D, a metal plate on the inside of the driver's side door. The correct answer is option B, a yellow lamp on the instrument panel. Explanation. You can tell that your vehicle is equipped with an anti-lock braking system ABS if it has a yellow ABS malfunction lamp on the instrument panel. Question 90. Do not pass. Option A, on a hill or curve. Option B, when school bus lights are flashing. Option C, when approaching an intersection. Option D, all of the above. The correct answer is option B, when school bus lights are flashing. Explanation: you should never pass if there is an oncoming vehicle in the passing lane, if your view is blocked by a curve or hill, at an intersection, before or on a railroad crossing or bridge, or in any other no-passing zone, unless you are on the opposite side of a multi-lane roadway with a median or shared center-turn lane. You may not pass a stopped school bus that has its flashing red lights activated. Question 91. Allow room for vehicles merging onto the freeway by Option A, abruptly slowing down to allow them access. Option B, always driving in the far left lane. Option C, safely merging out of the right lane to allow them access. Option D, honking your horn to make them aware of your presence. The correct answer is option C, safely merging out of the right lane to allow them access. Explanation: most of the time, you should drive in the right or center lane of the freeway. However, when driving in the right lane while another vehicle is attempting to enter the freeway from a nearby ramp, safely merge into the next lane to allow them access. During rush hour, you should avoid driving the right lane to allow room for an increased number of drivers entering the freeway. Question 92. Always signal when Option A, changing lanes. Option B, pulling into or out of a parking space. Option C, pulling into traffic from a parking area or alley. Option D, all of the above. The correct answer is option B, pulling into or out of a parking space. Explanation: your turn signal should always be used when you make any movement to the left or right. You should use your signal when pulling into traffic from a curbside parking space, moving into a new lane, or passing another vehicle. Question 93. When no signs, signals, or police tell you what to do at an intersection, the law states: Option A, that drivers on the right must yield to drivers on the left. Option B, nothing. There are no laws stating who must yield. Option C, that drivers going straight must yield to drivers turning left at the intersection. Option D, that drivers turning left must yield to drivers going straight through the intersection. The correct answer is option A, that drivers on the right must yield to drivers on the left. Explanation: in the absence of signs, signals, or police instructions, drivers turning left at an intersection must yield to vehicles going straight. Question 94. Drivers should always look down the road blank ahead of their vehicle. Option A, 10 seconds. Option B, 12 seconds. Option C, 5 seconds. Option D, 3 seconds. The correct answer is option B, 12 seconds. Explanation: drivers should always look down the road 12 seconds of their vehicle. Looking ahead may help prevent sudden stops or turns. Question 95. Which of the following is not a backing maneuver that you will be asked to perform during the basic control skills test? Option A, straight line backing. Option B, offset back/right. Option C, offset back/left. Option D, blind offset. The correct answer is option A, straight line backing. Explanation: backing maneuvers that may be included in the basic vehicle control skills test include straight line backing, offset back/right, offset back/left, driver side parallel parking, conventional parallel parking, and alley docking. Question 96. If an approaching driver is using their high beam headlights, you should: Option A, look directly at the headlights. Option B, flash your high beam lights to remind the driver to switch to their low beams. Option C, look to the right side of your lane until the vehicle has passed. Option D, pull to the side of the road until the vehicle has passed. The correct answer is option D, pull to the side of the road until the vehicle has passed. Explanation: if a vehicle is coming toward you while using its high beam headlights, glance away from the headlights and toward the right side of the road until the vehicle has passed. This will keep you from being blinded by the lights. Question 97. When approaching a curve in the road, you should reduce your speed. Option A, only if you feel like it. Option B, if you feel unsafe. Option C, before you enter the curve. Option D, once you are halfway through the curve. The correct answer is option C, before you enter the curve. Explanation. Always slow down near a curve or in any area where you cannot see clearly ahead. Reduce your speed before you enter a curve in the road so you do not have to brake in the curve. Braking in a curve can cause a skid. Question 98. When a brake pedal is pressed and the S-cam is turned, the S-cam. Option A presses the brake shoes against the inside of the brake drum. Option B tightens the brake drum onto the axle. Option C presses the brake lining against the wheel. Option D releases air from the air tanks. The correct answer is option A. Presses the brake shoes against the inside of the brake drum. Explanation. When a brake pedal is pressed and the S-cam is turned, the S-cam presses the brake shoes against the inside of the brake drum. This causes friction and will cause the vehicle to slow. Question 99. Which of the following is not a type of retarder? Option A, exhaust. Option B, engine. Option C, air. Option D, electric. The correct answer is option D, electric. Explanation. Retarders are mechanisms in some vehicles that help slow a vehicle and reduce the need for braking. The four basic types of retarders are exhaust, engine, hydraulic, and electric. Question 100. You are involved in an accident and another person is injured. You should. Option A, move the injured away from the scene immediately. Option B, always leave the injured where they are. Option C, not move the injured unnecessarily. Keep the injured warm and administer first aid. Option D, stay away from the injured. The correct answer is option C, not move the injured unnecessarily. Keep the injured warm and administer first aid. Explanation. After an accident, do not move the injured unnecessarily. Unskilled handling can make serious injuries out of minor ones. Keep the injured warm until skilled help arrives. If there is severe bleeding, attempt to stop the flow of blood with direct pressure. Question 101 blank greatly increase stopping distances and severity of crashes. Option A, high speeds. Option B, slow speeds. Option C, night drives. Option D, uphill inclines. The correct answer is option A, high speeds. Explanation. High speeds greatly increase stopping distances and severity of crashes. The faster you drive, the greater the impact or striking power of your vehicle, should you be involved in a collision. Question 102. Areas of the road that are shaded. Option A, usually do not freeze. Option B, usually do not contain moisture so they can't freeze. Option C, will remain slick after ice on other areas of the road has melted. Option D, should always be avoided. The correct answer is option C, will remain slick after ice on other areas of the road has melted. Explanation. Because they are exposed to less sunlight, shaded patches of road will stay cooler longer than other areas of the road. Due to the lack of direct sunlight, shady areas can remain icy and slippery after ice on other areas of the road has melted. Question 103. When making a left turn, you should not. Option A, signal to other drivers. Option B, cut corners. Option C, slow down. Option D, stay in your lane. The correct answer is option C, slow down. Explanation. When turning left, you should begin to slow down and turn on your turn signal before making the turn. You should be careful not to cut the corner short, as this may interfere with other vehicles. Question 104. When driving in traffic, it is safest to. Option A, fluctuate your speed to keep alert. Option B, drive faster than the flow of traffic. Option C, drive slower than the flow of traffic. Option D, drive with the flow of traffic. The correct answer is option D, drive with the flow of traffic. Explanation. Crashes often happen when some drivers go faster or slower than other vehicles on the road. Always try to drive with the flow of traffic within the posted speed limit. Question 105. It is recommended that you take a curve by beginning on the outside of the curve, moving to the inside of the curve, and exiting on the outside of the curve. An alternate option is to Option A. Start on the inside of the curve and drift toward the outside. Option B. Start in the center of the curve and stay there until you exit. Option C. Weave between all three lane positions while taking a curve. Option D. Start on the inside of the curve and stay there until you exit. The correct answer is option A. Start on the inside of the curve and drift toward the outside. Explanation. If there is no traffic present, it is recommended that riders take a curve by beginning on the outside of the curve, moving to the inside of the curve, and exiting on the outside of the curve. An alternate option is to start the curve in the center of the lane and remain in the center throughout the curve. Be aware of changing road and traffic conditions and adjust as necessary. Question 106. When a school bus is stopped on the road ahead to load or unload children, you must Option A. Come to a complete stop until all the children have left the bus. Option B. Come to a complete stop until the red lights stop flashing and the stop arm is withdrawn. Option C. Change lanes, ride slowly and pass the bus cautiously. Option D. Continue riding normally. The correct answer is option B. Come to a complete stop until the red lights stop flashing and the stop arm is withdrawn. Explanation. When a school bus is stopped on the road ahead with its lights flashing and its stop arm extended, you must come to a complete stop and wait to proceed until the lights have stopped flashing and the stop arm is withdrawn. You do not need to stop if the school bus is on the opposite side of a divided highway. Question 107. Which of the following lights indicates that you should slow down and proceed with caution at an intersection? Option A. A flashing yellow light. Option B. A flashing red light. Option C. A solid yellow light. Option D. A solid red light. The correct answer is option A. A flashing yellow light. Explanation. A flashing yellow traffic light at an intersection indicates that drivers must slow down, proceed with caution, and be prepared to stop. Question 108. A vehicle stopped at a green light may indicate that the driver, option A, is impaired. Option B, is colorblind. Option C, does not know the rules of the road. Option D, is very patient. The correct answer is option A, is impaired. Explanation. It is important to observe other drivers' actions and identify clues that a person could be driving impaired. Drivers who have had too much to drink, are sleepy, are on drugs, or are ill can present hazards to other drivers. One sign that a driver may be impaired is that they stop in inappropriate places, such as at green traffic lights. Question 109. When approaching a roundabout, you should always Option A. Increase your speed. Option B. Maintain your speed. Option C. Decrease your speed. Option D. Come to a complete stop. The correct answer is option D. Come to a complete stop. Explanation. When approaching a roundabout, slow down. A roundabout is designed to be driven at a low speed. If there are no other vehicles or pedestrians already within the roundabout, you may not need to come to a complete stop before entering. Question 110. Defensive driving is Option A. Driving aggressively. Option B. Using safe driving strategies to prevent crashes. Option C. More dangerous than not driving defensively. Option D. A bad idea. The correct answer is option B. Using safe driving strategies to prevent crashes. Explanation. Defensive driving is using safe driving strategies to prevent crashes. This means that you alter your driving to fit the weather conditions, the way you feel, and the actions of other drivers, bicyclists, and pedestrians. Question 111. When driving on packed snow, you should reduce your speed. Option A. By at least 1/2. Option B. By about 1/3. Option C. By about 1/4. Option D, by about 1/8. The correct answer is option A, by at least 1/2. Explanation. When driving on packed snow, you should reduce your speed by 1/2 or more. It can be difficult to stop or turn when operating on a slippery surface, so you must adjust your speed to drive safely under such conditions. Question 112. If you want to get off the freeway but you have missed your exit, you should: Option A, go to the next exit. Option B, make a U-turn through the median. Option C, pull onto the shoulder and back your car to the exit. Option D, flag down a police officer for an escort back to your exit. The correct answer is option A, go to the next exit. Explanation. If you miss your exit, you should take the next exit. Do not stop or back up on the highway. Swerve across multiple lanes to try to make the exit at the last second, or cross over the median to turn round. All of these maneuvers are illegal and extremely dangerous. Question 113. You must yield to other drivers. Option A, only where a yield sign is present. Option B, only when you want to yield. Option C, when they are working in construction zones. Option D, when their car is bigger than yours. The correct answer is option A, only where a yield sign is present. Explanation. Yield to all vehicles or pedestrians working on highway construction projects. Drive with special caution through a work zone where workers are present. Question 114. When uncoupling a trailer, landing gear should be: Option A, raised completely. Option B, lowered halfway. Option C, just off the pavement. Option D, firmly on the ground. The correct answer is option A, raised completely. Explanation. Landing gear, or trailer supports, should always be completely raised before a vehicle is driven. When uncoupling, landing gear should be lowered to make firm contact with the ground. If a trailer is loaded when it is being uncoupled, you should lower the landing gear and turn the crank a few additional times to remove some weight from the trailer. Question 115. If a traffic light has been green for a long time, Option A, it will probably stay green as you approach. Option B, it is likely broken. Option C, it is likely that the light will soon change to yellow. Option D, it is likely the light will skip yellow and change from green to red. The correct answer is option D. It is likely the light will skip yellow and change from green to red. Explanation. If you are approaching a traffic light that has been green for a long time, there is a good chance that it will turn yellow before you reach it. Start slowing down and be ready to stop. Question 116. When meeting a car with blinding headlights, you should: Option A, use your bright lights until the other vehicle dims theirs. Option B, flash your lights on and off to warn the other driver. Option C, dim your lights and then speed up to pass quickly. Option D, look toward the right side of the road. The correct answer is option D. Look toward the right side of the road. Explanation. If a vehicle comes toward you with its high beams on, look away from the headlights and toward the right side of the road until the car is passed. This will keep you from being blinded. Question 117. Combining alcohol and drugs usually: Option A, multiplies the effects of only the alcohol. Option B, multiplies the effects of only the drugs. Option C, multiplies the effects of both the drugs and the alcohol. Option D, cancels out the effects of both the drugs and the alcohol. The correct answer is option C, multiplies the effects of both the drugs and the alcohol. Explanation. Alcohol consumption can impact both legal and illegal controlled substances. Combining alcohol and drugs will often enhance the side effects of both substances, making it extremely dangerous for the consumer to drive. Question 118. The sign with the shape and color is a blank sign. Option A, no passing zone. Option B, wrong way. Option C, railroad crossing. Option D, stop. The correct answer is option A, no passing zone. Explanation. Pennant-shaped warning signs like this are only used to indicate a no passing zone. Question 119. When approaching a curve during the on-road driving test, you must do all of the following, except Option A. Check traffic thoroughly in all directions. Option B. Reduce your speed before entering the curve. Option C. Keep your vehicle in its lane. Option D. Steadily use the brakes throughout the curve. The correct answer is option C. Keep your vehicle in its lane. Explanation. When approaching a curve during the on-road driving test, you should thoroughly check traffic in all directions. Before entering the curve, reduce your speed sufficiently so that further braking or shifting is not required. Keep your vehicle in its lane and continue checking traffic in all directions. Question 120. This is a blank sign. Option A. Stop. Option B. Wrong way. Option C. Yield. Option D. Do not enter. The correct answer is option C. Yield. Explanation. This triangular sign is a yield sign. When you see this sign, you must slow down to check for traffic and yield the right-of-way to pedestrians and approaching cross-traffic. Stop only if it is necessary to do so. Question 121. The most common type of foundation brake used is the Option A. S-cam drum brake. Option B. C-cam drum brake. Option C. G-cam disc brake. Option D. P-cam disc brake. The correct answer is option A. S-cam drum brake. Explanation. The most common type of foundation brake is an S-cam drum brake. Question 122. When parked on the side of a road, you should Option A. Activate your emergency flashers. Option B. Turn off all lights. Option C. Open the driver's side door. Option D. Stand in the roadway and wave your arms. The correct answer is option A. Activate your emergency flashers. Explanation. If you must stop on the side of the road, you should turn on your emergency flashers to alert other road users. This is particularly important at night. Question 123. By law, a driver must signal at least blank before a turn or lane change. Option A. 10 feet. Option B. 30 feet. Option C. 50 feet. Option D. 100 feet. The correct answer is option D. 100 feet. Explanation. You are legally required to signal not less than 100 feet before making a turn or lane change. In general, signaling 3 to 5 seconds in advance will ensure that you meet this requirement. If your vehicle's signal lights are not working, you must use hand signals. Question 124. Which statement about speed is true? Option A. Driving too slowly on certain highways can be dangerous. Option B. Speeding can kill. Option C. Speeding is not dangerous if you are a skilled driver. Option D. Both driving too slowly on certain highways can be dangerous and speeding can kill. The correct answer is option A. Driving too slowly on certain highways can be dangerous. Explanation. As speed increases, the chance of a fatality increases. If you are moving faster than 80 miles per hour, you have almost no chance of living through a crash. Driving more slowly than other traffic can also be dangerous because other motorists may become impatient and make dangerous moves to pass you. Question 125. You should turn on your headlights. Option A. 1/2 hour after sunset. Option B. 1/2 hour after sunrise. Option C. When parked at a school. Option D. When stopped at a railroad crossing. The correct answer is option A. 1/2 hour after sunset. Explanation. Headlights must be used 1/2 hour after sunset until 1/2 hour before sunrise, when windshield wipers are being used due to rain or snow, and in any other situation when visibility is less than 500 feet. Auxiliary lights are never an appropriate substitute for headlights. Question 126. When you are being tailgated, option A. Move over to the right if there is an open lane to your right. Option B. If there is not an open lane to your right, wait until the way is clear ahead and reduce your speed slowly to encourage the tailgater to drive around you. Option C. Never slow down abruptly. Option D, all of the above. The correct answer is option C. Never slow down abruptly. Explanation. If you are being tailgated by another driver and there's a right lane, move over to the right. If there's no right lane, wait until the road ahead is clear and then reduce your speed slowly. This will encourage the tailgater to drive around you. Never slow down abruptly, as this will only increase the risk of your vehicle being hit from behind. Question 127. Before backing your tractor under the trailer, make sure your trailer brakes are Option A, disengaged. Option B, locked. Option C, deactivated. Option D, dry. The correct answer is option B, locked. Explanation. Correctly following the steps to couple and uncouple trailers is vital to safely operating a combination vehicle. Before backing your tractor under the trailer while coupling, make sure your trailer brakes are locked. Question 128. If your bus's anti-lock braking system ABS stops working, Option A, you will not have any working brakes. Option B, the brakes will react more slowly than usual. Option C, you will still have normal braking power. Option D, you should not brake. The correct answer is option C. You will still have normal braking power. Explanation. If its anti-lock braking system ABS is not working, a vehicle will still retain its normal braking power. The driver should continue to drive and brake in a normal fashion. Question 129. Before passing another vehicle, you should Option A, flash your headlights to alert the driver. Option B, turn on your four-way flashers to warn the driver. Option C, give the proper turn signal to show that you are changing lanes. Option D, sound your horn to get the driver's attention. The correct answer is option C. Give the proper turn signal to show that you are changing lanes. Explanation. Before passing, make sure the passing lane is clear and activate the proper turn signal to show you are going to change lanes. Signal early enough for other drivers to know your plans in advance. Question 130. What is gross vehicle weight GVW? Option A, the total weight of a vehicle and its load. Option B, the total weight of a vehicle's tractor. Option C, the total weight of a loaded trailer. Option D, the weight of a tractor and trailer before adding in the load. The correct answer is option A, the total weight of a vehicle and its load. Explanation. Gross vehicle weight GVW is defined as the total weight of a single vehicle in addition to its load. Question 131. If you experience a tire blowout, you should Option A, allow the steering wheel to move freely. Option B, let the car slow to a stop. Option C, continue driving until you reach a garage. Option D, brake hard to stop the car immediately. The correct answer is option B, let the car slow to a stop. Explanation. If one of your tires blows out, you should hold the steering wheel tightly, stay off of the brakes, slowly take your foot off of the gas pedal, and steer smoothly in the direction you want to go. Get to a safe spot where you can pull over to change the tire, and let your vehicle slow to a stop. Question 132. A broken yellow line alongside a solid yellow line means Option A, passing on the left is permitted from either direction. Option B, passing is permitted from the lane next to the broken line. Option C, passing is permitted from the lane next to the solid line. Option D, passing is not allowed from either direction. The correct answer is option B. Passing is permitted from the lane next to the broken line. Explanation. A broken yellow line alongside a solid yellow line means that passing is allowed from the lane on the side next to the broken line. Question 133. When you park uphill on a street with a curb, Option A, keep the front wheel straight and set the parking brake. Option B, turn the front wheels away from the curb. Option C, turn the front wheels toward the curb. Option D, turn the back wheels into the curb. The correct answer is option B, turn the front wheels away from the curb. Explanation. When parking on an incline where there is a curb, you should turn your wheels sharply to the left, away from the curb. This way, if your brakes fail, your vehicle will not roll into traffic. Question 134. Convex mirrors. Option A cannot be used on vehicles transporting hazardous materials. Option B can replace flat mirrors. Option C can help a driver see a large area. Option D are illegal in most states. The correct answer is option B, can replace flat mirrors. Explanation. Convex mirrors are curved to provide drivers with wider views of the road than can be provided by flat mirrors. However, convex mirrors also make objects appear to be smaller and farther away than they really are. Question 135. If you have a tire blowout while driving, you should Option A. Hold the steering wheel tightly and brake lightly. Option B. Step on the accelerator. Option C. Turn quickly off the road. Option D. Hit the brakes and stop as quickly as possible. The correct answer is option A. Hold the steering wheel tightly and brake lightly. Explanation. If a tire on your vehicle suddenly goes flat, hold the steering wheel tightly and keep the vehicle going straight. Slow down gradually by taking your foot off the accelerator and use the brakes lightly. Pull off of the road and steer to a safe location, if at all possible. Question 136. If you are driving a slow-moving vehicle in a no-passing zone on a road with 2 lanes traveling in opposite directions, you should pull over to let others pass. Option A. 1 vehicle is behind you. Option B. 2 or more vehicles form a line behind you and it's unsafe for them to pass. Option C. 5 or more vehicles form a line behind you and it's unsafe for them to pass. Option D. The road is posted with slow-moving vehicle signs. The correct answer is option B. 2 or more vehicles form a line behind you and it's unsafe for them to pass. Explanation. If you are driving a slow-moving vehicle on a 2-lane road where it is unsafe to pass and 5 or more vehicles are in a line behind you, you must pull over and stop to let them pass, if it is safe for you to do so. Question 137. Passing is prohibited. Option A. When you are approaching a school bus that is stopped to load passengers. Option B. On hills where your vision is restricted. Option C. Within 100 feet of an intersection. Option D. All of the above. The correct answer is option C. Within 100 feet of an intersection. Explanation. Passing is prohibited within 100 feet of an intersection unless otherwise indicated by traffic control devices. You may not pass on hills, in curves, or where other obstructions on 2-lane roads would prevent you from seeing oncoming vehicles. Never pass a school bus that is stopped to load or unload passengers. Question 138. What does this hand signal mean? Option A. Slow or stop. Option B. Left turn. Option C. Right turn. Option D. Backing up. The correct answer is option C. Right turn. Explanation. Instead of or in addition to mechanical turn signals, operators may use hand signals to indicate turns or stops. If an operator's left arm is bent at the elbow and pointing upward, it means the operator plans to turn right or change lanes to the right. Question 139. When approaching railroad tracks, you should Option A. Look, listen, slow down, and be prepared to stop. Option B. Speed up to cross the tracks before the gate is lowered. Option C. Try to drive around a lowered gate. Option D. Not pay attention to how many tracks there are to cross. The correct answer is option A. Look, listen, slow down, and be prepared to stop. Explanation. When approaching railroad tracks, you should look, listen, slow down, and be prepared to stop for trains or other vehicles that may be using the rails. Question 140. What do lane signals with a yellow X indicate? Option A. The signal is about to change to a green arrow. Option B. The signal is about to change to a red X. Option C. Drivers may drive normally in this lane. Option D. Drivers may drive slowly in this lane. The correct answer is option B. The signal is about to change to a red X. Explanation. Lane use control signals are used when the direction of the flow of traffic in a specific lane changes throughout the day. They are used to show which lanes of traffic are open and closed, as well as to show if toll booths are open or closed. When a lane signal contains a yellow X, drivers should clear the indicated lane, as the lane's signal is about to change to a red X. Question 141. Pull out the trailer air supply control to test it. Option A. The parking brake. Option B. The trailer emergency brakes. Option C. The trailer service brakes. Option D. The landing gear. The correct answer is option B. The trailer emergency brakes. Explanation. Be sure to test the trailer emergency brakes before beginning a trip. After ensuring that the trailer rolls freely, you can test the emergency brakes by pulling out the trailer air supply control or placing it in the emergency position. Pull forward slightly with the tractor and make sure the trailer does not move. Question 142. You are waiting in the intersection to complete a left turn. You sure? Option A. Signal and keep your wheels turned to the left. Option B. Signal and keep your wheels straight. Option C. Flash your headlights so drivers will let you through. Option D. Drive around the rear of a car if it blocks you. The correct answer is option B. Signal and keep your wheels straight. Explanation. You must always signal before turning or changing lanes. You should keep your wheels straight while waiting to make a left turn. If another vehicle hits you from behind, this ensures that you will not be pushed into oncoming traffic. Question 143. After stopping for a school bus that is unloading children. Option A. Do not proceed until the children wave to you. Option B. Watch for children walking along the side of the road. Option C. Accelerate quickly. Option D. Turn on your emergency flashers. The correct answer is option B. Watch for children walking along the side of the road. Explanation. After stopping for a school bus that is its stop arm extended and its lights flashing, watch for children walking along the side of the road. You should always drive with caution when driving near children. Question 144. What does a single dashed yellow line separating traffic mean? Option A. Drivers may pass if it is safe to do so. Option B. Both lanes travel in the same direction. Option C. Drivers may not pass. Option D. Drivers may pass even if it could be dangerous. The correct answer is option C. Drivers may not pass. Explanation. Yellow lines separate traffic moving in opposite directions. A single dashed yellow line in the center of a road indicates that vehicles traveling in both directions are permitted to pass. Drivers may only begin a pass if they will not interfere with any oncoming traffic. Question 145. To enter a freeway. Option A. Signal, yield to existing traffic, and enter at the same speed that traffic is moving. Option B. Signal and enter the freeway. Freeway traffic must yield. Option C. Drive slowly so you can check traffic. Option D. Always come to a complete stop first. The correct answer is option A. Signal, yield to existing traffic, and enter at the same speed that traffic is moving. Explanation. When merging into traffic, you should signal and enter at the same speed that traffic is moving. Always yield to other traffic when entering a roadway. Question 146. Dim your high beam headlights when you are within blank of an oncoming vehicle. Option A. 200 feet. Option B. 400 feet. Option C. 500 feet. Option D. 300 feet. The correct answer is option C. 500 feet. Explanation. The glare of headlights from oncoming vehicles can cause a pupil of the eye to contract, restricting visibility. To protect other drivers when driving at night, change your headlights to their low beam setting within 500 feet of an oncoming vehicle. Question 147. A flashing red signal means option A. Slow down. Option B. The same thing as a stop sign. Option C. Caution. There may be danger. Option D. Look both ways and then proceed. The correct answer is option B. The same thing as a stop sign. Explanation. Like a stop sign, a red flashing light at an intersection means that you must come to a complete stop before entering the intersection. If you are facing a red flashing light at an intersection at which cross traffic is not required to stop, you may proceed only when the intersection is clear and when you will not interfere with the right-of-way of cross traffic. Question 148. Unless otherwise posted, the speed limit in thickly settled areas and business districts is option A, 10 miles per hour, option B, 20 miles per hour, option C, 30 miles per hour, option D, 50 miles per hour. The correct answer is option C, 30 miles per hour. Explanation. Unless posted otherwise, your speed is not reasonable and proper if you drive at speeds faster than 30 miles per hour in thickly settled areas or business districts. Drivers should use extra caution when driving in an area with an increased likelihood of pedestrians entering traffic. Question 149. You may park no closer than blank away from a railroad track. Option A, 50 feet. Option B, 40 feet. Option C, 25 feet. Option D, 10 feet. The correct answer is option 50 feet. Explanation. Drivers may not park within 50 feet of a railroad crossing. Only park where you will not be disruptive to traffic and where other drivers can clearly see your vehicle from every direction. Question 150. When parking next to a curb, you may not park more than option A, 6 inches from the curb. Option B, 1 foot from the curb. Option C, 18 inches from the curb. Option D, 2 feet from the curb. The correct answer is option B, 1 foot from the curb. Explanation. On a public road, you may not park more than 1 foot from the curb. Question 151. If a tire fails, you should option A, loosen your grip on the steering wheel. Option B, immediately apply the brakes. Option C, check your tires after coming to a complete stop. Option D, turn sharply off the road. The correct answer is option C. Check your tires after coming to a complete stop. Explanation. In the event of tire failure, hold the steering wheel firmly, stay off the brakes, and let the vehicle slow down on its own. Once the vehicle has slowed considerably, you should brake very gently, pull off the road, and stop. Check your tires after coming to a complete stop. Question 152. Blind persons legally have the right-of-way when crossing the street when they are option A, wearing light-colored clothing. Option B, led by a guide dog or using a white or metallic cane. Option C, helped by another person. Option D, wearing dark-colored glasses. The correct answer is option B, led by a guide dog or using a white or metallic cane. Explanation. Blind pedestrians who are being led by a guide dog or are using a white or metallic cane have the right-of-way at a marked or unmarked crosswalk, even if the traffic signals or other right-of-way rules are not in their favor. Question 153. If you begin to feel tired while driving, the best thing to do is to option A, get some coffee. Option B, open your window. Option C, stop driving. Option D, turn on the radio. The correct answer is option C, stop driving. Explanation. Being fatigued while driving is similar in danger to driving under the influence of alcohol. If you begin to feel tired while driving, the best thing to do is to stop driving. Question 154. With your low-beam headlights turned on, you should be able to see about blank ahead of your vehicle. Option A, 15 feet. Option B, 75 feet. Option C, 100 feet. Option D, 250 feet. The correct answer is option D, 250 feet. Explanation. Low-beam headlights allow you to see about 250 feet ahead of your vehicle. When driving at night, adjust your speed so that you will be able to stop in the distance illuminated by your headlights. Question 155. The trailer hand valve should be used Option A. Regularly to activate the trailer brakes in all driving conditions. Option B. Only to test the trailer brakes. Option C. Only in inclement weather when the trailer may skid. Option D. Only if the trailer is carrying a load. The correct answer is option B. Only to test the trailer brakes. Explanation. The trailer hand valve should be used only to test the trailer brakes. It should not be used while driving because it may cause the trailer to skid. Question 156. If involved in an accident, a driver should: Option A. Stop their vehicle at or near the scene. Option B. Not stand or walk in traffic lanes. Option C. Turn off the ignitions of wrecked vehicles. Option D. All of the above. The correct answer is option B. Not stand or walk in traffic lanes. Explanation. If you are involved in an accident, you must stop at or near the scene. Move your vehicle out of the way of traffic, if possible. Do not stand or walk in traffic lanes as you could be struck by another vehicle. Turn off the ignitions of wrecked vehicles. Question 157. If your blood alcohol level is 0.04%, you: Option A. Are 2 to 7 times more likely to have a crash than a person who has not consumed any alcohol. Option B. Are above the legal blood alcohol limit but fine to drive. Option C. Can be very sure that you will drive safely. Option D. Should drink plenty of coffee before getting behind the wheel of your car. The correct answer is option A. Are 2 to 7 times more likely to have a crash than a person who has not consumed any alcohol. Explanation. No amount of alcohol is safe to drink before driving, even with a blood alcohol level of 0.04%, which is below the legal limit for people aged 21 and older. You are 2 to 7 times more likely to be involved in a crash than a person with no alcohol in their blood. Question 158. Using an anti-lock braking system ABS. Option A. Shortens stopping distance. Option B. Shortens brake response time. Option C. Provides less control. Option D. Provides more control. The correct answer is option C. Provides less control. Explanation. An anti-lock braking system ABS helps prevent wheel lockup during hard braking. While it provides better control, it does not necessarily shorten a vehicle's stopping distance. Question 159. While driving, spring brakes are generally held in place by: Option A. Air pressure. Option B. Chocks. Option C. Foundation brakes. Option D. Sturdy ties. The correct answer is option A. Air pressure. Explanation. While driving, spring brakes are generally held in place by air pressure. If the air pressure gets low enough, the springs will activate the brakes. Question 160. A steady yellow signal light means: Option A. The traffic signal is changing from green to red. Option B. You should slam on your brakes. Option C. You should increase your speed. Option D. The car in front of you is going too slowly. The correct answer is option A. The traffic signal is changing from green to red. Explanation. A steady yellow light tells you the traffic signal is changing from green to red. Slow down and stop for a steady yellow light, unless you're already within the intersection or cannot safely stop before entering the intersection. Question 161. When driving in heavy traffic, you should: Option A. Use hands-free cellular devices. Option B. Use your cell phone for texting instead of calling. Option C. Not use your cell phone. Option D. Turn up the ringer on your cell phone. The correct answer is option C. Not use your cell phone. Explanation. Areas with heavy traffic, road construction, large numbers of pedestrians, or severe weather demand extra attention from a driver. The driver should avoid all possible distractions while in such areas, including cell phone use. Question 162. Spring brakes come on: Option A. When too much air pressure is lost. Option B. When a control on the dashboard is activated. Option C. when the tires have minimal tread depth. Option D, when the brakes are noisy. The correct answer is option D, when the brakes are noisy. Explanation. Spring brakes come on automatically when air pressure drops to an unsafe psi level. Instead of waiting for the spring brakes to automatically activate, you should safely exit the road as soon as you notice the low pressure warning signal and bring your vehicle to a stop while you are still able to control the brakes. Question 163. Lanes of traffic moving in the same direction are divided by blank lines. Option A, yellow. Option B, white. Option C, red. Option D, black. The correct answer is option B, white. Explanation. Solid white lines are used to separate lanes traveling in the same direction as well as to mark the right edge of the road. Broken white lines separate lanes traveling in the same direction and may be crossed to pass. Yellow lines separate lanes of traffic moving in opposite directions. Question 164. When driving on what roads, you should: Option A, drive the speed limit. Option B, drive slightly faster than the speed limit. Option C, reduce your speed by 5 to 10 miles per hour. Option D, stay close to the vehicle ahead. The correct answer is option C, reduce your speed by 5 to 10 miles per hour. Explanation. When roads become slippery, you should reduce your speed by 5 to 10 miles per hour. Question 165. While backing, you should: Option A, rely only on your mirrors. Option B, flash your lights. Option C, open your door to see if it is safe to proceed. Option D, turn your head and look through the rear window. The correct answer is option D, turn your head and look through the rear window. Explanation. When intending to back up, always check behind your vehicle before getting in. Children and small objects are difficult to see from the driver's seat. While backing, turn your head so you can see through the rear window. Do not depend only on your mirrors or sensors. Question 166. The no zone is Option A, a term used to describe blind spots around a truck or bus. Option B, a special speed zone. Option C, a roadway with restrictions on vehicle stereo volume. Option D, the television show that replaced the Twilight Zone. The correct answer is option A, a term used to describe blind spots around a truck or bus. Explanation. A truck or bus has blind spots on each side, in the rear, and in the front. An automobile cannot be seen in these blind spots. These blind spots are referred to as the no zone. Question 167. When may you legally ride around or under a lowered railroad crossing gate? Option A, when you can see clearly in both directions. Option B, never. Option C, when the warning lights are not flashing. Option D, when you do not see a train coming. The correct answer is option A, when you can see clearly in both directions. Explanation. If you come to a railroad crossing controlled by lowered gates or flashing lights, you must stop. Do not go around or under any lowered gate at a railroad crossing. Once the gate is raised, do not proceed across the tracks until you can see clearly in both directions and are sure there are no trains coming. Question 168. When approaching a traffic signal displaying a steady yellow arrow, drivers: Option A, should merge into a lane in the direction of the arrow. Option B, should slow to a stop, if it is safe to do so. Option C, may turn left after yielding to oncoming traffic and pedestrians. Option D, have the right of way and may expect oncoming traffic to stop for them. The correct answer is option A, should merge into a lane in the direction of the arrow. Explanation. A steady yellow arrow indicates that a red arrow is about to appear. Stop unless you are already within the intersection. Question 169. Crosswalks are: Option A, always indicated by horizontal pavement markings. Option B, always indicated by vertical pavement markings. Option C, always unmarked. Option D, either indicated by pavement markings or are not marked at all. The correct answer is option C. Always unmarked. Explanation. Crosswalks exist whether the boundaries are marked or unmarked. You must stop behind a crosswalk to allow pedestrians to cross. Question 170. A steady green light at an intersection means that you, option A, must slow down and prepare to stop. Option B, must stop and check for oncoming traffic before proceeding. Option C, may drive through the intersection if the road is clear. Option D, may not turn right. The correct answer is option A. Must slow down and prepare to stop. Explanation. A steady green light means you may drive through the intersection if the road is clear. You may also turn right or left on a steady green light unless a sign prohibits the turn. When turning, you must yield to other vehicles and pedestrians within the intersection. Question 171. A motorist should know that a bicyclist operating on a roadway must Option A, ride on the right side of the road. Option B, ride on the side of the road facing traffic. Option C, ride on either side of the road. Option D, ride on the side of the road with the least traffic. The correct answer is option A. Ride on the right side of the road. Explanation. Bicyclists must ride in a bicycle lane if one is available. If there is no bicycle lane, they must remain near the right curb or right edge of the road, moving in the same direction as traffic in the lane nearest them. Question 172. What are the colors of warning signs indicating upcoming hazards? Option A, black letters or symbols on a white background. Option B, black letters or symbols on a yellow background. Option C, white letters or symbols on a blue background. Option D, white letters or symbols on a green background. The correct answer is option B. Black letters or symbols on a yellow background. Explanation. Warning signs that indicate approaching hazards are usually yellow with black lettering or symbols. Warning signs in work zones are orange with black lettering or symbols. Question 173. A converter dolly that is ABS can be identified. Option A, by a blue sticker. Option B, by an orange sticker. Option C, by a yellow lamp on the left side of the dolly. Option D, by a blue lamp on the left side of the trailer. The correct answer is option C, by a yellow lamp on the left side of the dolly. Explanation. Dollies manufactured on or after March 1, 1998 must have anti-lock braking systems ABS. A dolly with ABS must be identifiable by a yellow lamp on its left side. Question 174. Always signal when. Option A, changing lanes. Option B, pulling into or out of a parking space. Option C, pulling into traffic from an alley or parking area. Option D, all of the above. The correct answer is option A, changing lanes. Explanation. Always use the proper turn signal when changing lanes, pulling into or out of a parking space, or pulling into traffic from an alley or parking area. Communicate with other drivers on the road to help prevent accidents. Question 175. You plan to make a right turn after stopping at an intersection. Usually it is best to Option A, signal for the traffic coming from behind to drive around you. Option B, turn from the center portion of the lane. Option C, turn from the right portion of the lane. Option D, turn from the left portion of the lane. The correct answer is option C, turn from the right portion of the lane. Explanation. You should maintain a central lane position when preparing to turn at an intersection. This will discourage drivers from trying to squeeze into your lane next to you before you complete your turn. Question 176. When entering traffic on an expressway during the skills test, you should Option A, check for traffic. Option B, not use signals. Option C, abruptly enter a lane of traffic. Option D, cut off other drivers if needed. The correct answer is option A, check for traffic. Explanation. During the on-road driving skills test, you may be asked to enter an expressway. Before doing so, you must check traffic, use proper signals, and merge smoothly into the proper lane. Question 177. When entering traffic from a private driveway. Option A. You must yield to vehicles already on the main road. Option B. You have the right of way over other traffic. Option C. Enter only if there is a traffic light. Option D. Have someone stop the traffic on the road you're entering. The correct answer is option A. You must yield to vehicles already on the main road. Explanation. Drivers entering a road from a driveway, alley, parking lot, or roadside must yield to vehicles already on the main road. Question 178. Who is most likely to be killed in a work zone crash? Option A. Bicyclists. Option B. Workers and flaggers. Option C. Drivers and passengers. Option D. Motorcyclists. The correct answer is option C. Drivers and passengers. Explanation. Drivers and passengers are more likely to be killed in a work zone collision than anyone else. Drive carefully any time you are in a roadwork area. Question 179. A diamond-shaped sign. Option A. Warns of existing or possible hazards. Option B. Alerts drivers to school zones. Option C. Alerts drivers to public recreation areas. Option D. Alerts drivers to upcoming food and gas locations. The correct answer is option A. Warns of existing or possible hazards. Explanation. Diamond-shaped signs warn drivers of existing or potential driving hazards. You will usually see these signs in yellow or orange. Question 180. When making a right turn, you should not. Option A. Signal to other drivers. Option B. Swing too wide for your lane. Option C. Slow down. Option D. Move to the far right lane. The correct answer is option C. Slow down. Explanation. You should slow down and activate your right turn signal before making a right turn. Be careful not to turn too wide for your lane, as this may interfere with other vehicles. Question 181. The speed limit is blank in school zones. Option A. 55 miles per hour. Option B. 45 miles per hour. Option C. 30 miles per hour. Option D. 20 miles per hour. The correct answer is option D. 20 miles per hour. Explanation. The speed limit in school zones is 20 miles per hour. Use extra caution when driving in school zones. Question 182. To check your blind spot before changing lanes. Option A. Look into the left side mirror. Option B. Look into the right side mirror. Option C. Look into the rearview mirror. Option D. Look over your shoulder in the direction you plan to move. The correct answer is option D. Look over your shoulder in the direction you plan to move. Explanation. To check your blind spot before changing lanes, you should look over your shoulder in the direction that you plan to move. Question 183. After a collision, you should Option A. Stop your vehicle at or near the collision site. If you can move your vehicle, get it off the road. Option B. Stand or walk in traffic lanes to wait for help to arrive. Option C. Try to remove power lines, if there are power lines down with wires in the road. Option D. Move the injured, even if they are not in a burning vehicle or in immediate danger. The correct answer is option A. Stop your vehicle at or near the collision site. If you can move your vehicle, get it off the road. Explanation. Following a collision that only damages a vehicle or other property, move the vehicle off the roadway to a suitable location as soon as it is possible to do so. For all other collisions, you must stop your vehicle at or near the collision site. Question 184. An octagonal sign is always a Option A. Speed limit sign. Option B. Stop sign. Option C. Hospital sign. Option D. Railroad warning sign. The correct answer is option B. Stop sign. Explanation. Octagonal signs are always stop signs. Come to a complete stop when approaching a red, 8-sided sign. Question 185. Many crashes are caused by Option A. Drivers traveling too fast for conditions. Option B. Drivers consistently checking their mirrors and blind spots. Option C. Drivers yielding the right-of-way. Option D. Drivers maintaining a 4-second following distance. The correct answer is option A. Drivers traveling too fast for conditions. Explanation. Many crashes are caused by drivers who are driving too fast for conditions. Always drive within the legal speed limits and decrease your speed any time conditions are less than perfect. Question 186. Braking distance is affected by Option A. The speed your vehicle is traveling. Option B. The condition of your brakes and tires. Option C. The condition of the pavement. Option D. All of the above. The correct answer is option B. The condition of your brakes and tires. Explanation. Factors that can affect braking distance include how fast your vehicle is traveling, the condition of your brakes and tires, and the condition of the pavement. Question 187. Motorists should be aware that all bicycles used after dark must have Option A. Reflective handlebar grips. Option B. A front headlight and a red taillight. Option C. White reflectors on the front and rear fenders. Option D. Brake lights. The correct answer is option B. A front headlight and a red taillight. Explanation. A bicycle used at night must have a headlight visible from at least 500 feet ahead and a red taillight visible from at least 300 feet behind. Question 188. You must dim your high beam lights when within Option A. 100 feet of an oncoming vehicle. Option B. 250 feet of an oncoming vehicle. Option C. 300 feet of an oncoming vehicle. Option D. 500 feet of an oncoming vehicle. The correct answer is option D. 500 feet of an oncoming vehicle. Explanation. You must dim your high beams whenever you are within 500 feet of an oncoming vehicle. Question 189. Regulatory signs are usually blank and should always be obeyed. Option A. Blue. Option B. White. Option C. Red. Option D. Orange. The correct answer is option B. White. Explanation. Regulatory signs regulate the movement of traffic. They are usually white with black markings, are often rectangular, and must always be obeyed by motorists. Question 190. On a 2-lane road, you may pass another vehicle on the right. Option A. When driving on a single-lane entrance ramp. Option B. When the driver you are passing is traveling more slowly than the posted speed limit. Option C. Under no circumstances. Option D. When the driver you are passing is making a left turn. The correct answer is option D. When the driver you are passing is making a left turn. Explanation. You may pass on the right when the driver ahead of you is making or signaling a left turn, provided that you stay on the berm or shoulder. You may also pass on the right when you are on a roadway with 2 or more marked traffic lanes in each direction. Question 191. You may pass another vehicle. Option A. In a curve or on a hill because the chance is small that another vehicle is coming. Option B. By using the shoulder of the highway. Option C. If your lane is next to a solid yellow line and the passing lane is clear ahead. Option D. None of the above. The correct answer is option A. In a curve or on a hill because the chance is small that another vehicle is coming. Explanation. You may not pass another vehicle on a hill or in a curve because you cannot see oncoming traffic and may cause a collision. Never pass another vehicle by driving onto the shoulder of a highway. Passing another vehicle by driving over a solid yellow line is prohibited. Question 192. When traffic lights are horizontal, the green light is a Option A. On the right. Option B. In the middle. Option C. On the left. Option D. On a separate traffic signal. The correct answer is option A. On the right. Explanation. In some metropolitan areas, traffic lights are horizontal instead of vertical. On these signals, the red light is on the left, the yellow light is in the middle, and the green light is on the right. Question 193. The trailer hand valve should, option A, be used for parking. Option B, be used only to test the trailer brakes. Option C, be used together with the brake pedal. Option D, be used on slippery surfaces. The correct answer is option B. Be used only to test the trailer brakes. Explanation. The trailer hand valve works the trailer brakes but should only be used when testing them. Using it while driving could create a skid. Never use the trailer hand valve while parking because doing so may release the air pressure from the braking system, releasing the brakes that are holding the vehicle in place. Question 194. If you drink alcohol socially, what helps ensure safe driving? Option A. Drink coffee before driving. Option B. Ride home with a friend who has not been drinking. Option C. Take a cold shower before driving. Option D. Stop drinking 1/2 hour before driving. The correct answer is option A. Drink coffee before driving. Explanation. One strategy to avoid driving while impaired or intoxicated is to arrange for a ride home with a friend who does not drink. Drinking coffee or taking a cold shower cannot reduce your blood alcohol content or reduce the effects of alcohol. On average, it takes about an hour for the body to eliminate the alcohol from a single drink. Question 195. When a curb is painted blank, it indicates a loading zone or another parking restriction. Option A, blue. Option B, yellow. Option C, white. Option D, red. The correct answer is option B, yellow. Explanation. Painted curbs indicate parking restrictions. When a curb is painted yellow, it indicates the presence of a loading zone or another parking restriction. Question 196. A no stopping sign means that, unless directed to do so by a police officer, you may stop only. Option A, long enough to unload packages. Option B, to avoid conflict with other traffic. Option C, to discharge passengers. Option D, for less than 5 minutes. The correct answer is option B, to avoid conflict with other traffic. Explanation. A no stopping sign means you can only stop to obey a traffic signal, to obey a police officer, or to prevent a conflict with another vehicle. Question 197. What happens when a vehicle hydroplanes? Option A. The tires lose contact with the road. Option B. The tires have extra traction. Option C. The vehicle is easier to control. Option D. The vehicle becomes heavier. The correct answer is option A. The tires lose contact with the road. Explanation. Hydroplaning occurs when a vehicle's tires lose contact with the road's surface and instead glide along on a film of water above the surface of the road. Question 198. The service air line is attached to the Option A. Relay valves. Option B. Supply line. Option C. Emergency air line. Option D. Steering wheel. The correct answer is option A. Relay valves. Explanation. The service air line carries air and is controlled by either the foot brake or trailer hand brake. The service air line is attached to relay valves, which allow the trailer brakes to be applied quickly. Question 199. Before turning left, it is important to Option A. Sound your horn. Option B. Yield to oncoming vehicles. Option C. Swing to the right side of your lane. Option D. Wait until oncoming traffic has a red light. The correct answer is option B. Yield to oncoming vehicles. Explanation. When turning left at a traffic signal, you must yield the right-of-way to pedestrians in oncoming traffic. Question 200. A small vehicle may begin to float in only blank of water. Option A. 1 foot. Option B. 2 inches. Option C. 6 inches. Option D. 2 feet. The correct answer is option C. 6 inches. Explanation. Be careful to avoid driving through flooded areas. A small vehicle may begin to float in as little as 6 inches of standing water. Deeper water may cause a vehicle to be washed away.